8 hours, 30 minutes. That's how long, on average, we go on our technology, on our phones. That's like a whole day work. After a whole day, you realize you waste so many time. You decide to go to sleep right now, gonna become a new person, new me tomorrow morning. But we all know how it goes. After 5 minutes, we cannot fall asleep. We go back to the phone again. I used to be struggle just like you. I cannot put my phone down. I have a phone addictions. I also go online to check all the videos. They talk about dopamine, they talk about time lock on your technology, social media. This is the special way, how can you give up your phone? It gave me blood boiled. It gave me a golden moment. I was like, oh, that's the reason why. But it never worked. After 3-5 days, we just back to it. You know what's the worst part? The worst part is you feel you know you're doing wrong, but you just cannot give up. You have this self-blame, you have this guilt. And sometimes, what I do back then is just gave up. Screw it, I'm just gonna use my phone whenever I want. And I feel more blame and guilty giving up. More blame and guilty giving up. Until I met this book, I really figured out how can we give up phones or just addiction in general. The key factor that we cannot give up our phone is not because we are not rational enough. It's not because we don't know how to act. We don't know what should we do. We clear better than anybody else. If your friend come up to you, ask you, oh, how should I give up my phone? You will tell them exactly. You know what to do. The key why we cannot give up our phone is because emotional factors. The tool I'm gonna provide you to give up your phone is an emotional tool. It's how to process the emotions, the irrational. Don't tell me, everybody have emotions. If you break up with your girlfriend, boyfriend, nobody say I gonna keep my straight face and act like nothing happened. For our phone, it's the same. We need to process the emotion correctly in order to give up the phone. And the tool I'm going to introduce is a widely used tool, IAAA Method, or it's called IAAA Method. That basically teaches us how to process emotion when something's happened. And let me run you through the process. What is I? I is identified. The first step to give up your phone is identified. I'm sure you guys click into it is because you already identified that's an issue. Congratulations, honestly, because you already winning 80% of the people. Because majority of the time, people don't even realize they use too much phone. They don't even see it as a problem. The next step, or what's more important for identify, is identify when it happens, when you go on your phone. So the second step is the most important step for any addictions. And I think this is the most valuable part of the whole video. The second step is the first A, called accept. What does it mean, accept? There's two things you need to accept. First, it's okay. Majority of us, when we identify we're doing something wrong, we have this big self-criticize. And you know what's even more crazy is you have so many energy to fight with the criticize. You leave no room for yourself to even change. You never even thought, maybe this strategy is not working. How can I switch a strategy? I remember when learning swimming when I was young, there's two coach. One coach really strict, yell at the student all the time. Another coach just, nice person, teach you step-by-step instructions. You will see the big difference. The strict coach, there's 25% of the student dropped out from that class. And the rest of the students who stay didn't all performance than the better coach, than the better attitude coach. Can you imagine that same analogy into your using phones? If you're so strict to yourself, you self-blame, you guilt, you 0.5% gave up. Rest of them, you didn't perform well because you don't have enough energy to deal with it. Second thing you need to accept. You need to accept that using phone don't bring you that much joy. That sounds obvious. Of course I know it don't make me joy. That's the reason why I click into your video. However, it actually doesn't. From scientific, what make people addicting? For example, nicotines. What make people addicting? Of course, nicotine have a physical addictions, but that only last 3 to 5 days. But you can see so many people back to smoking after giving up for 3 months, even 3 years. The reason why, because deep down they think nicotine bring me joy. They don't think nicotine is a bad thing. They use willpower to resist the joy. So does you. Deep down you think using phone is joy. But when you're really tired, you run out of your willpower, that's the time you break the limit, you back to your phone. So you really need to identify and let yourself understand you don't like your phone. That's the first A. The second A is attribution. You figure out why you even back to your phone. A lot of us, include me, I will re-watch the same old videos, same old jokes, same old story from social media. It doesn't actually bring me something new. I just want something to kill my time. After all, I realized, because that period of time I was really stressed. I just need somewhere to escape. That's my attribution. But for you, it may be different. It may be because that's a habit. You try to run away, escape from somewhere. Or just in general, you express your emotion that you cannot express in real life. That's a way bigger thing that I cannot teach. You need to figure out the why for you. The last A, act. Go do it. Go identify it. Go rethink about why you go on your phone. Go, accept how bad the phone are. When we come to last step, we figure out why this method is so important. Before you watching this video, you think act is the most hard step. I don't understand all the reasons. I just have a hard time to act. But in reality, if you figure out the first 3 steps, act is easy. Act is as easy as a snapping. And that's the reason why there's so many videos you watch online. It's not working because they only teach you how to act. They don't prepare you how to lead to the step. And I really hope that will benefit you. And the credit of today's method, IAAA Method, go to the book Running on Empty. And I hope I help you. If you like my video, don't forget to give me a like. My name is Paul, and I'll see you next time.